Before the video for today starts, I want to clarify some things with you. So I recorded this video over the course of about 3 hours. So I woke up this morning, so 10 a.m. Central Time, that's where I'm located actually, is when content usually drops. I started recording the episode around 8. Right now it's past 10. So the episode today is going to be over the course of about 2 hours. First, I obviously expected content, and then after 10 a.m. obviously still waited on content. So it's just going to be kind of an interesting dynamic throughout this episode compared to the normal No Money Spent episodes in which we normally get content. But you guys will see some mistakes I made, some of my thoughts throughout the video, and it should be a very intriguing episode. Yo, what is good, y'all? It's your boy Ty, back here with another episode of our No Money Spent Squad series. The daily login today was the Gold Consumables pack. Now, I got on today in a rush to kind of see what the market was looking like, to see if I could do some last minute things before this J.R. Smith drops. Before we go any further and I talk about what I did before JR, if you are new to the channel and have not yet, please smash that subscribe button as we're on the road to 35,000 subscribers, getting super close. So I'd appreciate it if you would smash that subscribe button. So we don't really know what JR is going to be like, and I'll exit out of the mode and get back into it just so you guys can see that we don't know the players for JR yet. We don't know it yet, but what we do know is that JR, whether he's good, whether he's mediocre, he's not going to be bad. He is going to be a hype beast. It's J.R. Smith, so people are going to want that card on their squad. So when JR does get released, people are going to go crazy for these players. Whether it's John Havlicek, whether it's David Robinson that they need, they're going to buy whoever to get this card right away because they're going to want him. Same thing with Ray Allen. If I can put up one of my Ray Allens at a good time spot, I'm going to do that as well. But same thing with Peja. All of these guys are going to be super expensive. And if I could have one player on the auction house today, I would want it to be this Peja Stojakovic right here. The one expired in an hour and 54 minutes. That one might go for 200k. And then even a card like Desmond Mason, who I think is going to increase in value. Now, I'm not confident enough until I see JR's stats to go buy any one of these cards. But once JR's stats do get released, I might end up making a couple investments. I've already today purchased the Peja Stojakovic for 105 because I think his capability is there to go up, you know, in the mid 100s to even closer to 200k. So I got Peja, 2 David Robinsons, and a Ray Allen to sell. Now, if I can snag one of these Ray Allens for 180, I'll probably do that as well. So a lot of just investing, trying to just make a little bit of extra MT is my goal today. Now, a little update, I do want to get a Zion Williamson today. When I do end up selling a lot of my squad, I'm going to try to pick up a Zion Williamson to get ready for 250. Now, I do expect there to be a lot of Zions up because if somebody needs that little bit of extra MT for JR, if JR is really like that, which he will be, they might end up selling their squad to get JR. So I'm not entirely worried about everybody else's price. I know KG, he's a guy I'm not sold on for 250, and so he has a chance to get out of my squad pretty soon. That's the only way I can say it. I don't hate KG, but the problem is I think there's some better players in the game, especially when you're talking about KG's price being over 100k. So that's the first challenge today, is if you don't have Blake yet, free 100 MT just from acquiring a badge. Any center will get 3 blocks, win a game of unlimited with an active duo. Hold up. This actually could raise the price of some of these players I have in my collection if they have a duo. I'm going to keep this original owner Jaylen Brown just in case, but original owner Jonathan Isaac. I'm going to keep a lot of these original owner players, but if I have like a Sapphire or somebody that has a duo, that would actually help me. I still got Anthony Davis in my collection. I don't know when I got that AD, but he might be a guy I have to look to sell at some point as well. Ricky Rubio. Cat has a duo. Who's Cat's duo with? It doesn't matter. His price isn't going to raise too much. I'm just going to sell Cat, going to put him up for $12.50. Maybe it raised a little bit, but again, not enough to really make a difference. And it's not like a, oh my gosh, you must sell all your duos. That's not. It's always important to look whether the challenges are going to make a big difference or they're just challenges. And in Cat's situation, it's just a challenge. It's not going to make that big of an impact on his price specifically. But this badge thing, I think it's important because all of these bad badges might not sell otherwise. But with this challenge, every badge holds some sort of value, and it's important. We are going to get a ton of challenges today, as well as the new diamond challenges if you haven't done them. Now, would I buy a diamond for specifically these challenges? Absolutely not. But if you have Antonio McDyess, go ahead and do his challenges, but don't buy Lou Hudson just to get those challenges done. It's definitely not worth it because you can't ever get those tokens back. So definitely 1250 is a lot of XP, but definitely do not buy Lou Hudson just to get that XP done. So for me, what am I going to do? The big thing is maximizing my MT today. As you guys can see, yesterday I did get through the pink diamond tier yesterday, and I actually opened the pack yesterday, and here's what happened. We did secure the pink diamond tier award, and quite honestly guys, I could have talked about this tomorrow, but I couldn't wait. I had to open this today. So this, when you guys are seeing this, this is actually going to be yesterday, but I couldn't wait. I got the pink diamond tier award, and I know there's going to be a Hall of Fame badge in there as well as other things, and I'm trying to grind my MT count, so I could not wait to open it. So there are 10 cards in it, including a Hall of Fame badge. I'm pretty confident. So hopefully that's the big thing is pulling a good Hall of Fame badge. But the other things is, can I pull any good diamonds? I don't even know what else is in here, but I do know that this pack is absolutely incredible. So without further ado, let's see what's in this pink diamond tier award pack. Now this, I think, is the Hall of Fame badge. I think, because it's not shaken. Or it's an amethyst coach, one or the other. Can I pull any other badges in here? Put back boss, that's about as bad of a badge as you can get. So this is the Hall of Fame badge. I think this is really the important thing out of this whole pack opening. What Hall of Fame badge is 2K going to bless me with today? Let's go, man. Let's go. I'll take that every day of the week. Hall of Fame interceptor, a very, very good and important badge there. Like I said, I will take that every single day of the week. And absolutely, in my opinion, very, very incredible badge right there with the Hall of Fame interceptor. A diamond there. I think that I forgot how juiced these pink diamond award little packs are. This is absolutely incredible. Pull a Ruby Joel Embiid. You get an amethyst as well as, I guess, 2 diamonds. Hopefully one's at least a diamond contract so I can sell that as well. Let's just see who they give me as an amethyst. I don't even know who the best amethyst is that I could pull. Klay Thompson, maybe? That's about the best thing I could pull. 21. Is this Jimmy Butler? Sleepy Floyd? Is this what this is? I'm just so confused who this is. Sleepy Floyd, I guess you can pull him. I didn't even know I could pull him. But I guess Sleepy Floyd, another pull. Let's see. Diamond contract, hopefully. Okay, a 3-point shoe. At least it's a 3-point ball control. That shoe might at least sell for something. Please give me a diamond contract and a diamond contract. That's an absolute W right there. Because when you look at some things, first of all, I'm going to check what Sleepy Floyd is going for. And honestly, his price might be decent because at the end of the day, he does lock in for Draymond. 14K. That's not terrible. You can't expect anything crazy out of an amethyst. So nice little 11K right there with Sleepy Floyd. And then let's see what diamond contracts are going for today. If their price is upwards of 30K, I'm going to sell them. Even at 29, I'm going to sell my diamond contract today just to maximize my MT. Very, very good. I'm going to put it up for 29.95. If it sells, it sells. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. But very, very good, you know, pack opening. I can't be mad at all because I did pull the Hall of Fame interceptor as well. Like I said, quick 29K right here for this diamond contract. And then let's see for Sleepy Floyd what he goes for. And then I'm going to check that other diamond shoe because if I could, you know, get 50K plus a diamond interceptor out of it, that would be a very, very big W. So let's see. Sleepy Floyd 11.45 is what I'm going to put him up for. So again, I'll take this pack opening. It's not like I pulled anything crazy. The Hall of Fame interceptor badge was a very, very good pull though. I'm not gonna sit here. Wait, was it 12.5 or 11.4? I don't know what it was, but oh well. Let's see what this diamond shoe goes for. Hopefully it goes. Okay, I'm gonna put this diamond shoe up. There's only bids right now. I'm gonna put it up for pretty expensive. I don't know. It's a pretty good shoe, but I don't know exactly if it's going to sell. Now I am gonna put it up for an expensive price, just in case it does sell. Let's put it up for 40K. You never know what people are willing to pay, especially for a pretty decent diamond shoe right there. So overall, very, very good pink diamond award pack. As you guys can see, I had pretty decent luck out of that. I mean, to be honest with you, if you pull a decent Hall of Fame badge, I don't think you can ever complain. And my Hall of Fame badges are pretty decent if you look at it. I accidentally applied Hot Start and another one. I think it was Green Machine, sadly. So I could have Hot Start and Green Machine in here too, but 2K made me accidentally apply them. Shout out 2K, but still, Ties to Federer, Interceptor, Space Creator, Showtime, and Dimer. Some very, very good badges. I guess I got Drop Stepper too, but that's not obviously not a very good badge, but some good badges. So when the time is right, I can end up applying them. Now, I still have some extra things in my collection that, you know, eventually I might look to sell, as well as maybe I can make another last minute investment here and buy a card. Let's say like Havlicek for 100K if I can get one, or another D-Rob for 100K. We'll just see if I can make that extra investment and then flip it later on today. Enough talking about J.R. Smith and the market. What is my team looking like for 250? So I've came to a consensus that the first player that's out of my lineup is Kevin Garnett. So once I do replace Kevin Garnett, this is going to be Zion Williamson, and I'm going to start Zion there at the power forward position. Now, other things that I might look to do, I might look to pick up Dominique Wilkins, possibly. Other than that, this is probably going to be the lineup. Now, I don't know exactly what we got today yet, but I'm not going to get J.R. Smith. That's confirmed. So, pending the other content, Zion Williamson is the first guy I'm going to obviously pick up. And then we'll see from there. After that, Elgin Baylor / Paul George. Even T-Mac's not going. Elgin Baylor or Paul George would be the next one to go. And I know a lot of people are like, Ty, why are you still running Elgin? A lot of it's because I'm comfortable with Elgin. He's an all-around good player for me. And so I personally like the card. I'm comfortable with him. And he's free at the end of the day. So that's kind of what I'm thinking there. But on the flip side of things, my Paul George is completely badged out. Even as that Hall of Fame hot start that I accidentally applied to him. Hall of Fame chase down, Hall of Fame pogo. And so he's a very good asset to have too. So it's just very tough as well as who to replace when it comes to that. And then you got John Stockton compared to Monte Ellis. Now I'm just going to keep my Stockton because he is fully badged out. And for my sake, I don't need him to do anything else than he already does. Now, will hold up. Does he not have Gold Pro Touch, and can it be upgradable? I might, end up upgrading his Pro Touch, obviously. Maybe even Break Starter. Some stuff like that. The little things to get him completely maxed out for this weekend. So as you guys can see, this Ray Allen's ticking down. I'm willing to bid 188. I am. I've came to the consent. I don't know, man. I don't know if I should be willing to bid that, because we don't even know the stats of this J.R. Smith at the time that I'm recording this clip. But the thing is, Ray Allen is going to be rare. He is. And I fully expect his price to go up. And so the only thing I'm nervous about right now is the fact that I haven't seen at this moment the stats of the card. And so that's kind of why I'm hesitant on Ray Allen. But oh my gosh, I'm going to eat myself alive if I don't bid at least 188. I'm going to eat myself alive if I don't bid 188. We're going to do it. We get it for 185. Another Ray Allen to the squad. Oh, I got outbid last second. Okay. I'm fine with that. I was a little nervous bidding on it. So I'm actually fine getting outbid in that situation. Especially because I might max out on a John Wall here in 27 minutes. I just need these JR stats to come out today so 2K doesn't do any weird stuff. Like, the thing I'm most worried about is the fact that 2K, I'm worried that for some reason they'll drop super packs or just something wild today. So that's kind of what's holding me back from fully committing to any of these guys until I see JR in 2K database. Guys, it is 100% official. I am banking on J.R. Smith coming out today. I am. I got D-Rob, Peja, Havlicek, who I just bought. Got an extra D-Rob and Ray Allen in my collection. Like, I'm pretty stocked up if there is JR. Now, I don't want JR. I'm just hoping he comes out today so I can get the return back and investment in. You're going to see what I get if we do get JR tomorrow, because in that No Money Spent series, I'll have all of these prices and I won't have the necessary auction outcomes, but I'll be able to talk about it and you guys will see the total MT. But basically, I got 122 left, and my mindset now is once JR does officially get released, because there's not been an official release of JR stats or badges or anything like that. And then once he does, this John Wall is something I wish I maybe should have saved up on to bid on. But once we do get that official word for J.R. Smith, then I might buy some of these some of these diamonds, some of these cheaper players that I do think will increase in value. All of that was recorded over an hour ago. I was kind of a nervous hour for me because the closer we got to the 10 o'clock mark Central Time, that's where I'm located, the closer I thought we might see super packs. But there's no new packs out, which is weird for a Tuesday because every Tuesday they've been consistently dropping these next is now packs, the stuff that we need to get J.R. Smith or a Julius Erving for last season. So nobody really knows what's going on in the community, and I was nervous because I invested some people, and so I was just hoping it wasn't super packs. If we would have got super packs early, I would have been absolutely devastated. But as you guys can see, no new packs in the auction house, which is interesting. I don't know what to think about it. I don't know what this means. I wish I had better answers. What I do know, what I can tell you, is it's not super packs, and I'm so glad to see no super packs because I got some of these players up. I got Ray, Peja up, Havlicek up, and I don't have a choice. I have to sell them to get my squad right for this weekend. So I really don't have a choice. They're going to have to get sold. And once I get a good time slot for D-Rob, I'll probably put him up as well. And so what does this mean? I don't know if this means we'll get content tomorrow. I don't know if it means we'll get it later tonight. I don't know if it means tomorrow because the draft, maybe we'll get a draft promo. But it just doesn't make sense as far as this whole next is now stuff and the JR hype to get him by qualifier. So I don't know what this means for anybody, but it's kind of, I'm shocked. I'm actually shocked that and they did change this. This said 6 players earlier. Now it's down to 5 players. So I don't know what's happening with 2K. I wish I had better answers for you, but it looks like today we got 0 challenges. No new spotlights, no new packs, nothing. And so for my players, I don't know what this means for their value. I don't know. I was hoping I could sell them after JR was lock-gettable, and I took the risk because I thought JR would get released today, and I put him up earlier, and now I'm kind of sitting here in no man's land. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. I can't control 2K not dropping packs for the first time, not staying consistent for the first time in a very long time, so that's completely out of my control. So I'm wrong. I'm going to lose some MT out of my investments. The big thing, though, is they didn't drop super packs, and that is what I was really worried about after we didn't see anything up on 2K database right away. So I don't know what my players are going to sell for. It's just going to be kind of an interesting wait until tonight just to kind of see. But still, I expect JR to come out at some point this week. I don't know when it's going to be. I just physically, for me, getting ready for this weekend, can't invest anymore in these cards. But if you get a Peja for 100K, if you can get a Ray Allen, honestly, for under 200K, that's not a bad, like 140, that's crazy. There's no way he'll sell for that. But if you can get any of these cards for a cheap value, definitely do so and save up until JR is available. Again, I don't know what 2K is trying to do as far as the packs. I keep going out and back in, refreshing it because this is the first non-consistent thing we've seen from 2K. It's been consistent season after season, and now it's getting a little different. There's no packs for the J.R. Smith that everybody was awaiting, and so nobody really knows what's going on in the community. I don't think the packs are going to be delayed or anything like that because they never have been. We've always gotten them at the same time. So I don't really know what's going on. I wish I had better answers. I just hope my players sell for what they can sell for. Now, the one thing about this whole scenario that I don't like is that in season 1, they said every Tuesday you will see these players. That's basically what they said. Said it was kind of a Tuesday thing, kept it going into season 2, and now we're here on a Tuesday and we have no content. So I'm not mad. I'm more mad about the lack of communication. Just say something like no content today, but we got something big for tomorrow. Something like that. Something just to keep the community in the loop. The last thing we did see was NBA 2K21 tweet. Something big is dropping tomorrow. This is the tweet we needed to see a little bit earlier in the day, but at least they tweeted something to give us some sort of insight. So we know something big is dropping tomorrow, something probably with the NBA draft. But does this mean JR is going to be available on Thursday, Friday? I don't know. This whole week has just been an absolute disaster. I have no idea what this means for the market, what this means for anything. I have no idea. Guys, that is going to wrap it up. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new. And as always, man, I love you guys and have a blessed day.